The Equine Care Clinic by Amanda Edwards provides expert levels of care, management and training to horse owners for sick and injured horses. With a background spanning over 25 years in nursing, critical emergency response and intensive care on humans, and working in a range of institutions, as well as years of experience in handling horses, Amanda brings forth a great deal of knowledge to sick horse management. Amanda's work with horses is also a valuable asset to veterinary guidelines and prescriptions being carried out for sick or injured horses.
So there's no cure for Hendra or EHV, they've just got to get better. A lot of the horses, about 50% of the horses will die from Hendra, so it's really supportive. Tetanus is the other bacteria that can get into a wound, as we know. It's worth vaccinating against tetanus because tetani clostridium is in most soils. What happens is that it gets into a wound or an open space. It doesn't even have to be a hugely big wound, and it will, depending on how the horse is and how much clostridium got in, it then attacks the nerves and causes those spasms, so the muscles don't operate properly. They're very, very sick horses. They need intensive care, which was going to cost for several weeks, which, you know, is probably, I think it's about $3,000 a week at places like Werribee. So for the horses, they need heaps and heaps of fluids, they need lots of supportive care, so, and then they may not make it anyway. It's worth a little vaccination. The vaccination work, 98% effective or something. It's in the 90s, so it's well worth doing. And prevention is much better than cure. So if your horse gets an infection, the things that you can do: small frequent feeds, lots of access to hay, high protein hay, so do a lucerne grass mix. Don't just give them straight lucerne because it's too much of a shift of high protein, but certainly mix it in with you. You know, if you've got your slow feeders, a biscuit of grass and a biscuit of lucerne, and dot that around. There are some supportive formulas that you can get with EHV strains, such as It's Magic. That's really to replace some of the elements that they're missing, so potassium, ammonia, those sorts of things. And isolate the horse at least 10 metres from other horses, and then isolate the group of horses that they've been with. And ask your vet or talk to us about the infection control practices, because I'm really not, you know, you have to really think about it, and it needs to be stepped through, and how much you need to do that. For EHV, it's not that critical because it's going to go away, but you would want to change the water every day and scrub out their things and keep the stuff separate.